that becomes, you know what's funny is 50% of the time that's the most challenging part. And the other half of the time, I swear, it's all cash buyers and we don't even have to talk about a loan.
Really?
The number of cash buyers that are in this state, it's just...
That can pay cash on that.
Oh, good for them. I mean, you know, and it's cool because usually it's people who have been very smart, very frugal their whole lives. This is their 4th or 5th home. And they've set this money aside and they're like, all right, we're ready for the next 30 years.
I love that.
And that's what's really cool is, you know, I think 5 years is the average length of time in Utah that you stay in your home. So I think 5 years is the average. And ours is closer to triple that. You know, when people build a symphony home, they stay in that home for a lot longer than most other builders. And the reason is because of what you just said is we do think about those things that are going to be relevant in the long run. And that makes it a little bit easier to talk about the payments too.
Yeah.
You know, is this going to be an expensive home? Yeah, it is. I mean, I'll just be upfront. We're not the cheapest builder in the state, and we don't want to be. You know, we're not the fastest builder in the state, and we don't want to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a football coach once that said, be quick, but never be in a hurry. And too many of these builders are in a hurry, and it shows when you walk through their homes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we slow the process down, and we pay people what they're worth. We pay craftsmen. We don't pay anybody off the street to do these jobs. We pay people that have shown time and time again that they're going to deliver the product that meets our standards. Because ultimately our standard is even more important than the buyers. Is we've got an extremely high bar that we set. And when we meet with everybody, we tell them your expectation for quality is the exact same as our model home. And that's what we're going to judge your home by.
Really?
And if your home does not meet the quality of our model home in one way or the other, then we're going to fix and redo those items. And we stand by that. It's very important to us that, you know, we only build anywhere between 90 and 120 homes a year. And we want to stand by every single one of them and feel very confident when we give you the keys that we would use this home as a model home and we would do so happily.
That's got to comfort the buyers though, because if your upfront team sounds amazing, but to have your builders basically qualified to be a builder for you based off their experience and their work, that's got to be comforting.
Yeah, absolutely. But now we'll talk about the actual loan itself, right? I mean, there's a ton of value in what we do. The reality is that most of our clients are in a position where if they're doing a loan, it's a jumbo loan. You know, I know the feds just raised their maximum lending limit in the area. But for the most part, if you're bringing in 20% down and, you know, most of our homes in West Jordan, we've got some that'll get you into the 900s for a really beautiful home. In Riverton, we're going to be 1.8 to 2.5 million on those beautiful half-acre lots. And so, you know, the jumbo loans require 20% for the most part when you go to get your jumbo loan. And so we require the same thing. Up front, after you've met with our structural team and your plan is ready to go to permit it into the structural engineer, we ask that you true that up for a full 20%. And then we use that, we carry the construction loan for the life of the build. And so then that money is already allocated and we credit it back on the closing so that money, that 20% is already allocated into the loan. One thing that becomes a challenge though is we're not building these homes in 6 months, all right? For the quality of homes, we're looking at 9 months for the smaller ones.
What's small?
Oh, 4,300 square feet. 4,300 square feet, finished basements, you know.
That's where I was like, let's get a clarification on that.
Yeah, so that's a good point.
So.
And keeping in mind, all of our basements are finished. So when we say 4,300 square feet, that's not 2,100 square feet with a basement. That's really 4,000 square feet finished, and then 300 in your utility room and some storage, right? So yeah, most of our folks are ending up with that jumbo loan. And because these homes take anywhere from 9 to 12 months to build, and that speed's getting a little faster, you know, we might be seeing 8 to 11 here in the next couple of months as things continue to get better. You know, yeah, stop snowing, my goodness.
Mhm.
But it creates a challenge where, you know, when do I sell my home? And for a lot of people, it's where do I come up with this 20%? And the reality is moving twice is not fun. So I do have people that sell their homes and then that's how they get the 20% to build. And then they rent for, you know, 9, 10, 11 months. They move in with mom and dad, you know, live in the basement for a few months. And while it's probably the most risk adverse way to do it, it's not the only way to do it. You know, it's nice, you've got your money allocated, the deal's done. You just wait until it's built and you've already got the funds to funnel right in there. The other thing I have a lot of people do is a home equity line of credit, where, you know, especially people that purchase their homes before 2020, they've got a massive pool of equity sitting into their homes. So they'll pull out the HELOC, they'll give us 20% to move forward. And that makes it really easy to just, you know, list your home 3 months or so before we tell you to move in. You sell it, you pay off the HELOC, that 20% is already, you know, part of the whole building process, and then you can smoothly move right into your other home. The other one we do from time to time is, and this isn't our favorite way to do it, but we will do it to, you know, we're as custom as our homes are, we've got to be pretty custom with the financing we allow as well. So we'll do a trust deed for your current property. And then, you know, we'll have to take out a small bridge loan. And so you'll pay a little bit of interest on that bridge loan. But, you know, we move through the process as normal. You go to sell your home and it all goes through normal. You get to stay in your home. And I haven't had that go bad yet. But there does open up more risks if your home doesn't sell quick enough and, you know, we've got your home ready. We're paying carrying costs, you're paying costs. So luckily it's gone really well so far, but that is kind of the third method of getting these homes built and helping people finance these projects.
So with those homes that they sell, that have your trust deed,
Mm-hmm.
do you sometimes buy them or?
Yeah, it's, you know, luckily it hasn't happened yet. We've had the discussions of, and especially if it's something that could be a good, you know, Symphony also has kind of a rental property side. And so if it's a home that's got really good value and it's something that, you know, we could add to our portfolio, absolutely, we would buy that. And we've actually done that for people, you know, who move into the homes that, you know, the owners decide, hey, that's a really good rental option. We'll just buy it from you and then you can move out when you get the keys.